Hi, everybody. Coach Susan here with Big on Results Coaching. I help people that are in transition or stuck to live a life of joy and prosperity. And I am here for your Manifestation Monday video on the topic of productive. Do you consider yourself a productive person? Are you productive in your life? In your personal life, in your professional life, in your family life, in your community life? Are you? What's that look like to you? Are you perhaps just being busy? Busy, busy, busy. Are you busy? Are you being productive? Or are you so busy that you're trying to disguise that you're being productive? What's that look like to you? Are you taking your time and your effort to be productive and go forward? Are you spending your time with thinking, well, this over here, this is good enough. I'm okay with this. It's fine. I'm cool. Or are you embracing your gifts, talents, and abilities to go forward, to be productive, to be successful in that area in your life? Are you taking parts of your life and tabling it? I'm going to put that over here. I'll deal with that later. Or are you like, hey, I'm going to tackle this? Are you trying to find an element of resolution to resolve issues within those particular aspects of your life? Are you being productive on eliminating things that is keeping you from what you really want? So when we eliminate the things that are around us, then we can focus more and have greater success in being productive. So when we're congruent in our purpose, which is our passion and our creativity, then we can do amazing things in this world. Often enough, what occurs is that we go with status quo. Well, this is good enough. Hey, I clocked in at this time. I clocked out at this time. I looked busy. People didn't look too closely. But you knew that you weren't being productive. Or are you being productive in other areas? Or are you making it look like you're productive, but you're really not? It's okay because you know your baseline. You know whether you're being productive. But are you chiseling away at those other areas that you tabled? Or are you just tabling it, hoping that it'll vanish, it'll go away, you won't have to deal with it? Or are you going to those areas in your life thinking, this thing here in this area in my life, that's broken, that's broken, that's broken, ooh, okay? Or are you thinking, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix that, I gotta do this little thing, diddle, 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 I gotta fix it, gotta fix it, gotta fix it. How can I fix it when it's not fixable? Sometimes we need to take those things that we can't fix, remove them out of our lives. Certain things are broken indefinitely and you can't fix it. And guess what? You need to be able to ascertain what are those particular items that you have control over and what are the items that you can't. And if you can't, you gotta escort it out. So often we think, you know what, I'm gonna put that over there. I'm gonna deal with that later. I'm gonna deal with that in 5 years. I'm gonna deal with that never. And then we just ignore it. We think that we'll just create a shield or a barrier and just try to make it invisible, or to where we don't acknowledge it or this presence or its existence. But removing that clutter and those elements is actually resolution. So we need to eliminate those things from our life so that we could be productive in the areas that matter. Some of those particular areas that we need to pay attention to so that we could have that element of resolution, it's just a one-time fix. So you only need to do it once and it's done. It is fixed. But some things aren't to be fixed. Some things you do not have the ability to fix. Some of the things you're not meant to be the one that fixes it. So when we back up and we take a look, what are we doing? Are we eliminating the clutter so that we could be more productive? Is this where the clutter is? Or is it here? Or is it here? So identify what is keeping you away from having the life that you desire most. What is that? Be productive, move yourself, propel yourself forward so that you can do these things for yourself that you need to do. Nobody can do it for you. Your life is yours. No guarantees that tomorrow's going to come, but you have today. So do those things for yourself so that you can enjoy the life that you have. There are people that are experiencing very dismal, very gruesome, very horrific type of situations of loss and of grief. But you know what? You have just control over yourself. You could pray for them and send them love and light, but not everything is for you to be able to fix it. But one thing that you can do is that you can be purposely driven forward. When you're being productive and you are going and you're being congruent with your purpose and your passion, you are going to vibrate higher. And when you can do that, then you're going to help to elevate that vibration of love in the planet. So do your part so that other people will be attracted to that and that you will vibrate hot in a high fashion with those other individuals to make this a better earth to be on. We always want to assess blame, but who's coming up with the solution? But the solution starts within yourself. And so when you are being productive and doing the things that you need to do, you could only take it so far. Remember, you're not going to be able to change the minds of any other individual. That's for them to do, and that's their journey. You're on your journey. So go within yourself and to figure out what are those things that you need to do to be more productive. What do you need to eliminate? Or what should you incorporate to be a better you, to be more productive? What do you need to bring aboard? What attribute, what characteristic, what ethical values, what are those things that you need to bring for you? You're not bringing it aboard for somebody else. That's their own journey. But you have you. And those things you could bring to yourself. So going within yourself to be able to figure that out might be a necessary thing. Maybe today. But there's no guarantees about tomorrow. So being productive, that is what's going to propel you forward. That's where you get the level of expansion. And through the expansion, that's the freedom. Being propelled forward is a level of motion. It's an action thing. Take forth and do those actions. Do those things, but recognize what you can change and what you cannot change. And what's for you to change and what's not. So you know what? You need to be mindful. Take a look. But sometimes you got to keep looking the other way. Know that what you did is what you needed to do when you needed to do it. And let yourself off the hook. This is not a perfect world. You cannot change other people. You'd only change yourself. We only have control over ourselves, no other individual. Even as a parent, A child's will is a child's will. Yeah. We don't have to agree with other people, but we have to know what we have control over. So being productive in our lives is going to get us where we need to be. So I invite you today to take a look at that. Figure it out. What is it that you need to do in those areas of your life to be more productive so that your life can be enjoyable and that you are going to love yourself? If you need help with figuring that out, well, how do I be more productive in this and this? Well, reach out to me. I'm Coach Susan with Big on Results Coaching. I want to help you to break those things down so that you could be more productive and get what you want. If you keep staying on the sidelines of life, you are not entering the game and you'll never be productive. Everything worth having requires an effort. So being productive isn't just looking busy. It's doing the necessary steps that is congruent with your passions, your talents, gifts, and abilities, and what you were created to do. So I invite you today to do that for yourself. Until next Monday.